Hey guys, D1sco here, and today I'm reacting to the Dead by Daylight Quality of Life Initiative updated roadmap. For those of you who don't know, they actually revealed this in a video, and I do a video reaction to the video. Unfortunately, my reaction was like stupid long because I rambled a lot about some concerns that I had and whatnot as it was going. So if you want to hear all of that, obviously you can watch. But this should be a shorter video, and I'm just gonna read the post they made about it. We've heard your response to our recent communications, and we know that right now solid action is what's needed. We wanted to shed some light on the next steps the Dead by Daylight team is taking to address the current state of the game. And then there's the YouTube video which you can watch. I'm not going to, but because I've already seen it, so this is just them talking about it. And then here is the picture of what they do. I wish I could make that bigger. Basically, the updated version of the quality of life updates is broken up into three phases. They're hoping that events and whatnot will still happen when they're intended. But phase one, which runs from August, which is August and September's, which will be during August and September. The action is to add a third bug fix patch, postpone PTB to early September. That PTB, for those who don't know, I am really excited about. That PTB is for their folklore chapter, which I am super hyped about. I cannot wait to see it. The focus is to address issues introduced in the July mid-chapter, which unfortunately has plagued the game for weeks, and is a big reason why I've been despite being upset about how busy I am, I'm at least happy I haven't been playing the game very much, partly because of those. And also, they're hoping to add extra polish time on the upcoming original chapter, that being that folklore chapter that I just mentioned. Phase 2, which is October all the way to January, which is crazy to think about. It's a little crazy to think about that because there is a lot of time there. You know what I mean? They're giving themselves a lot of time with phase two, which kind of I feel like shows how how big and how much they're hoping to get done during phase two is, and I'm wishing them the best of luck. I mentioned in my reaction to the video on YouTube that they posted that I feel like I'm more optimistic than 90 to maybe even 99% of the community when it comes to this, because a lot of players when it comes to this game and this community and whatnot, unfortunately, love to complain, they love to moan, they love to bitch about the game, they love to bitch about the developers, they love to complain. And I'm aware that game development is very hard. It's very time consuming, it's very tedious, it's very hard and very difficult. So I cut them as much slack as I possibly can, which is why I feel like I'm more optimistic than most are right now, kind of going into this. A lot of people are upset that, they seemingly haven't done anything, they didn't apologize about the live stream or anything like that. And I think those are fair criticisms. I'm still hoping they'll do that, but at least it sounds like they have, at least, they have a plan for the game and how they want to tackle certain things and whatnot. So at least we have that going for us. But yeah, so back to the changes, before I ramble on about nonsense. I was just rambling in circles there. So, yeah, basically, the action that they're hoping to take in October to January is they're going to postpone the November chapter content to January. For those who don't know, that was that license chapter, and in the video, they mentioned that it'll be a super cool license chapter. That was kind of all that they said. But yeah, they decided to postpone that all the way back to January, and that will be releasing with the January mid-chapter content, which might have a character. I forget. I think it might have maybe been coming with a character. I could be wrong though, and misremembering, but that's just off the top of my head. So that'll be exciting. But their reasoning for doing that was to have more time to focus up. They did say we are getting something in November. They didn't really say what it was, other than that it would be a lot of fixes to the game that the game desperately needs. So that's exciting at least, but yeah, we'll see. Um, Also, they're hoping to focus the November release now that there is no chapter for that on bug fixing and what the winter event that would be just around the corner by the time, the November chapter would have happened. And I think that's fair. I really do. I think it's fair to push that chapter down back so they can hopefully really iron out as many of the bugs as they can and whatnot and really make it a good chapter on release and whatnot, while also giving them time to fix the game more and fix bugs that people have been complaining about for years and whatnot. I really do think that if this all goes well, that the game should be a lot better, and I feel like I feel like as a community and whatnot, we will be much happier with the product when that happens. But again, time will tell. Like if they succeed or not, we don't know yet. We will know when it releases, but until then, we just don't know. It's kind of up in the air and up to at the moment. But I'm hoping it'll be good. And finally, they're hoping to focus on fixing of high priority impact, high priority slash impact uh, killer issues. Killer, what does this word say? Why is it? I swear it's supposed to be killer, but it just looks really weird and like blurry and stuff for me, and like broken up weirdly. So that'll be exciting. Oh, there's a lot of keywords that have issues. In fact, I saw a thing on Reddit shortly before filming this video that I will mention here because it's related. Apparently, because of how Clown's last PTB performance was taken and how his launch was taken, apparently he will be in a PTB in an upcoming PTB and will once again be getting fixes. So Clown is apparently getting more changes. So hopefully he will actually come out better. But again, we shall see. But yeah, I'm excited to see like what the killer issues they fix will be, and I'm hoping all the killers that they touch will come out a lot better after this. But we shall see. And then of course, besides that, the Shade gameplay update. So I guess they'll be updating Michael Myers' gameplay. I'm worried about that one to an extent. I like the character a lot and I like him currently, and I'm really happy with the up change that last change they gave him, where he can now where he stalks from farther away to get more progress now. That makes me happy. So I'm hoping they'll continue to do stuff like that. And finally, they're slugging, tunneling, and camping updates. So they didn't go into much detail about that in the video. I made a big deal out of it in the video. For anyone who cares. But basically, I'm just very excited that they'll be adding more things to hopefully counteract those three playstyles. I really despise playing killer players who do those three playstyles. So to see it being addressed makes me very happy. And finally, we have Phase 3, which is February onwards. Unfortunately, with that one, they kept wording it like March was kind of the deadline for that one for those changes and whatnot, which is unfortunate because that's not really a whole lot of time. Um, I'm hoping that that was just like a weird word choice on their part and that it will actually continue to be like onwards, so that way they can hopefully continue fixing these things and getting this stuff like fleshed out more and better, so that way us as players in this game, will continue to be better and continue to get improved and whatnot. But I honestly thought Phase 3 sounded very interesting, so I'm excited to read it in this video because I was actually like surprised and just kind of blown away and whatnot by what they had to share for us. So without further ado, let me tell you. So the action is quality of life focused March release. So basically, in March, they announced that we would be getting a Survivor and a new like map in a new realm or something like that. And apparently, they shared why there is no killer in that video. Apparently, it sounded like the killer essentially got scrapped because they wanted to put more resources and whatnot towards quality of life things. In fact, we might not even be getting the Survivor. They mentioned that they might not even do that much. The only thing that they have planned that will be new that's guaranteed is that map. And it sounded like they've already made very good progress on the map. So that was very exciting to hear that at least we'll be getting the map. But I'm hoping it works out that we can get the new survivor. But if they have to axe the survivor in order to get this game like better and up and running better and to like get the quality of life stuff like really fleshed out and whatnot, I completely understand. So the focus is fixing of high priority slash impact gameplay issues, which I think is very needed. People love to bitch and moan and complain about this game all the time, so I'm very excited to see what these changes will bring to the game and bring to the experience, and hopefully the game, hopefully it'll be good. We'll see. And adjusted ETA is the MMR rework. They pushed that. They said that they pushed that back because they didn't give themselves enough time for like what players like wanted, and they mentioned that I think originally it was just going to be like a little update to the system, but they realized that there was actually a lot more work to be done to make players happy and whatnot um, than they had time for with the year. So that's why that got pushed back. But so that way they could continue listening to feedback and whatnot, and hopefully be able to implement something that all players will love and will really help out the game. And I wish them the best of luck on that endeavor. I really do, because the game could honestly like really need that right now. So I'm hoping that it'll be good. And of course, the prestige rewards. So they did not go into much detail about what that one means. I'm hoping that they're not getting rid of the current prestige stuff, and in fact, instead maybe adding stuff. You know what I mean? Like adding new ones. That's kind of my wish that they'll do. I don't know if that's the direction they'll be taking or not, but I really hope it is. But yeah, they didn't go in much detail with it. And finally, perk preview and matches. So they mentioned that they were aware this is something people have been wanting, and that they implemented sort of a small version of it, and that they were going to implement that for survivors in matches, but they didn't. But they're not sure if they're going to do it for lobbies yet. They cited that they saw some toxicity problems if they did it in if they released it in um if they released it early, you know what I mean? If they like put that in the lobby. So they're uncertain if they're going to put it in the lobby or not, which I think is fair. But yeah, so that's pretty much the entire roadmap. Also down here, it basically just says that seasonal and special events will remain on schedule, and then below that, they're just saying that things are subject to change depending on development needs. But yeah, so that is the entire upcoming quality of life stuff for the game, apparently, that they had to share for us. They weren't able to go into much details. And in the video, I mentioned that people were pissed about that in the comment sections because one of the employees mentioned that like they weren't gonna share like all the changes for something because of how long it would have taken, and people were pissed about that. So, but yeah, so that's the entire thing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell, do all the algorithmic garbage. It helps us out a lot, and it means a lot to us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Ooh.